With more than 50 countries around the world holding general elections this year, the problem of deep fakes that are generated through artificial intelligence has become a huge issue. We've already seen that in the US presidential election, for example, where a fake audio message of President Joe Biden went viral back in January during the New Hampshire primary, where Democratic voters suddenly got a call from Biden saying that they didn't need to come out and vote for the primary. It was their vote in November that mattered and not at that time. Of course, it was called out and a full investigation was done. But the point is that these are very lifelike images, audio, etc. And this is a big problem that we're seeing as far as disinformation is concerned in many countries that are holding elections. In the UK as well, there is great concern about this. But the question is that while tech companies, including ChatGPT, have said that they're going to take steps or they are taking steps to ensure that their technology is not misused, it's also true that implementation on the ground has been very, very patchy. So in some cases, particularly when it comes to the US elections, while these companies seem to be acting with much more alacrity, that's probably not the case when it comes to cases outside the United States. And many of these companies are frankly basically American. Therefore, the question lies that are they doing enough to clamp down on this problem outside the borders of the US? The EU has taken a very tough stand and has taken a stand which I believe other countries should follow in putting together a law now, which it has just passed, which will be implemented later this year, that identifies different categories of artificial intelligence as high risk, low risk, limited risk, etc. And what kind of scrutiny they will face depending on the risk factor. Deep fakes are also listed there. So that is something that is important because you are cracking down on disinformation and yet you're not stifling innovation. Ultimately, all of this, of course, will be put to the test, but tech companies need to be held far more accountable for what can go wrong with AI, particularly in election year, as I said, in more than 50 countries.